Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I'm Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Line Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'll be fighting a 2,000-point battle between my Deathwatch and Dan's Tau. So the story that we've got going on here is that this planet was on the fringes of the Damocles Gulf and had been under Imperial control. And the Tau had come in and talked to the local governor and had them and made an agreement with them where they joined the greater good for the benefit of their people, because the Imperium didn't really pay too much attention out here on the fringes. But the one thing that will make the Imperium pay attention is when you side with Xenos. So, in response to that, the Deathwatch were dispatched to go handle this Xenos problem and bring this planet back under control of the Imperium, and to show them the true might of what happens when you decide to flip your nose at the Imperium. So that's the story that we got going on. We are going to be playing a Maelstrom mission, just a basic Maelstrom mission. So drawing up to three cards, you know, all that easy, fun, easy business. First Blood, Slay the Warlord, Linebreaker, all that fun stuff. So that's going to be the mission. That is the story that we're going to be playing. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the two armies that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Deathwatch, I'll be running a battalion detachment. Leading off that detachment, I have a Watchmaster and a Watch Captain with a Mastercrafted Bolter, Bolt Pistol, and Xeno Phase Blade. We have two 10-man intercessor squads. Each squad has 5 intercessors with bolt rifles and 5 hellblasters with plasma incinerators. We have two 9-man veteran squads. One squad has 2 frag cannons, 2 Infernus heavy bolters, and a Vanguard vet with a power maul and storm shield. The other squad has 2 Thunderhammer storm shields, 2 heavy Thunderhammers, a sergeant with a Xeno Phase Blade, a Terminator with a Melta-Fist and Stormbolter, and a Vanguard vet with a heavy Thunderhammer. We have a Venerable Dreadnought with twin las cannon, close combat weapon, and Stormbolter. We have a 6-man aggressor squad with auto bolt storm gauntlets and frag storm launchers. And last but not least, we have a Corvus Blackstar with twin las cannon, hurricane bolter, and 2 Deathstorm missile launchers. So for the Tau, he'll be running 2 battalion detachments. Leading off the first detachment, we have Dark Strider and a Cadre Fireblade. And we have 3 5-man squads of Fire Warriors. For the second battalion detachment, leading it off, we have a Commander in an XV-8 Crisis Battlesuit with 4 missile pods, and an Ethereal on a hover drone with a shield drone. We have 2 5-man squads of Fire Warriors and a 7-man squad of Fire Warriors. We have a 10-man squad of Pathfinders. We have 3 4-man shield drone squads. One of these squads is actually from the previous battalion. We have a 3-man broadside squad with heavy rail rifles and smart missile systems. We have a 3-man crisis battlesuit squad with 2 missile pods each. And last but not least, we have 2 Riptide battlesuits, one with 2 fusion blasters and an ion accelerator, and the other with 2 smart missile systems and heavy burst cannon. All right, those are the armies going over deployment. I've got one of my intercessor squads over here. I've got my Corvus Blackstar with my veteran squad with all of the close combat weapons inside, as well as my Watchmaster. I've got my Venerable Dreadnought back over here. I've got my other intercessor squad over here. And in the Teleportarium, I spent 3 CP for the stratagem, and I have my Watch Captain, I have my aggressors, and I have my other veteran squad with all of the shootiness inside of there. Going over deployment now for the Tau. We've got his one Riptide over here with a heavy burst cannon. We've got the Riptide over here with the what is it called? The thing? Ion Accelerator over here. We've got this is the Pathfinder squad back here. We've got 2 of the drone squads over here. We've got a 3rd drone squad over here. We've got a whole bunch of Pathfinders in front here. So we've got the 7-man squad up here, 5-man squad, 5-man squad, 5-man squad, 5-man squad, 5-man squad. We've got the Ethereal, the Cadre Fireblade, and Far Strider back over here. We've got the Commander right over here. We've got the Crisis, the Crisis Battlesuits. I got that right there. And we've got the Broadsides back over here. As of right now, the Deathwatch, I will be going first, unless my opponent can seize the initiative. Looking for a 6. No, does not get it. So we will come back to you after a movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 1. So my objectives that I drew this turn, I drew defend objective 1, which is back over in his end. Then I drew secure objective 3, which is also in his end. And then I got the long vigil, which is roll a d6, score 3 victory points if you control this corresponding objective marker to the end at the end of 3 consecutive turns, which is also on his side. So not looking great for these objectives first turn, but we'll see what we can do otherwise. So that's going to be them. We'll come back to the movement phase. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch. My intercessors over here advanced up here, rolled a 1, so not really moving too fast. My Venerable Dreadnought stood still. These intercessors over here moved up just their regular 6 inches, and my Corvus Blackstar shot up the board 40 inches up this way. So that's going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so now my intercessor squad here is going to start us off in the shooting phase. The Hellblaster portion of it is going to fire into his Crisis battle suits. They are going to supercharge, and the intercessors here are going to fire into his drone squad over here using the Kraken bolt rounds, special issue ammunition, shooting into them. So we're going to go first into the suits over here. So they're going to have 5 shots from them, supercharging, so hitting on 3s. All right, so we're getting 2 misses. So that's 3 hits. These are now strength 8, toughness, what is the toughness on the 5? Toughness 5, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting all 3 wounds. Those are AP minus 4, so those are going to go straight through your armor. So that's going to be 4 damage, so that's going to kill 1 guy and then put 2 damage onto a second guy. And now the intercessors are going to fire into the drones over here. So we've got 5 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, all but 1. So that's 4 hits. These are now going to be wounding on 4s. That is cocked. All right, getting 1 wound at AP minus 2 onto the shield drone. What's the save?
4-up invul.
4-up invul save? No. And a 5-up feel no pain. No, goes through, so 1 shield is dead. All right, so now my Corvus Blackstar is going to fire. He's going to fire his Hurricane Bolters into the drones over here. Then he's going to fire the las cannons and the Storm Strike missiles into his Riptide over here. So we're going to go with the Hurricane Bolters first. So we're going to have 12 shots because he's within half range. These are going to be hitting on 3s. Okay, missing 3 shots. So these are now strength 4, toughness 4, looking for 4s to wound. All right, so that is going to be 4 wounds, 4 regular saves,
4 armor,
4 ups, failing 1,
and feel no pain.
Feel no pain. No, so 1 more dead. All right, so now the 2 Storm Strike missiles are going to fire into him. They're heavy, so they're going to be hitting on 4s because he moved. That's getting 1 hit, strength 8, toughness 7, so looking for a 3 to wound. That is a wound, the fill first. 5-up invul. No.
2 up to pass it to a drone.
Goes over to the drone.
5 up.
All right, so we got the Savior protocols. We knew we had to check back when we were looking at it. The FAQ states that you don't actually get the invul save, the save before you try to pass it off. The Savior protocol has to be the first one that you take. So his first roll there was a 1, so he failed on the Savior protocol, but now he has a 5-up invul save on him, and he makes that one. All right, now the twin las cannon shots are going to go into his Riptide over here. So 2 shots hitting on 4s because he moved. Getting nada. All right, so now my Venerable Dreadnought's going to fire into his Crisis suits over here. So we got the twin las cannon shots here. He stood still, so these are going to be hitting on a 2. That is 2 hits. These are their toughness 5, so looking for 3s to wound. I'm going to spend a command point on this one. All right, does my opponent get the command point because of Pure Tide chip?
I'm going to fire a bolter and a
he does not, and my guy is not on the table yet, so I don't get to roll for that. So that is going to be 1 wound onto him over there. This is AP minus 3, so they have a 4-up save, so it's just going to kill that 3-up save. Oh, no, 3-up save, right? So they get to make a 6-up save. No, does not make it. So that 1 wound is going to kill the 1 guy with the 1 wound left. So that is the end of the Deathwatch turn here. I did not get any of my objectives. I'm going to get rid of the long vigil because I don't think I'm going to hold on to 5 for 3 turns in a row. Did not kill anything, so no first blood yet. So now we do have some morale tests. His Crisis battle suits there. They have a leadership of 8, but they're within range of the Ethereal, so they're leadership 9. They're good to go. But his drones over there are leadership 6. He lost 2 drones, so 2 plus 6 is 8, so they are they're gone, right? Oh, he's going to spend a command point to re-roll that. A well-spent command point there, so they're good to go. So that is going to be it for the Deathwatch turn here on turn 1. We'll come back to you with the cards drawn by the Tau here on turn 1. Oh, and we'll see if he gets his command point back. No, he does not. Okay, so coming back to you with the cards for turn 1 for Tau. All right, the objectives for the Tau here on turn 1. He drew the Greater Good, scoring D3 victory points if he controls an objective marker that was controlled by me at the start of the turn. D3 plus 3 if he does it for 3 objectives. He then got Orders Received and drew the Lure. So essentially, his Warlord has to try to score 1 victory point if at least 1 enemy unit that made a successful charge in your opponent's last turn was destroyed. So if he can destroy one of my units that charges in his turn, charged in my turn, he has to destroy it in his turn, but his Warlord has to be the one to deliver the final blow, basically, to score that one there. And then he got Secure Objective 3, which is over by him, so he should be able to get that one. So that's it for the objectives here. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Tau on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Tau. Both of his Riptides Nova charged. He spent 1 command point over here for Branch Nova charge on him, so he's going to soup up his main weapon there, and he's going to up himself to a 3-up invul save. This guy just upped his supercharged his weapon. Then his the ethereal declared, what was it again? Sense of Stone, which gives them units within models or units with units within 6 inches of him get a 6-up feel no pain. And the commander declared Kayun, so units within 6 inches of him can't move, and they get 6-up. Get to re-roll failed hit rolls during the shooting phase. Then his the drone unit here advanced over to this direction. This guy up here moved up over this way, and the drone unit followed suit behind him, and everyone else kind of stood still. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so starting off the shooting phase, his Pathfinder squad here is going to fire his marker lights into my Corvus Blackstar over here. So they're going to have 10 shots. They're going to be hitting on 5s, re-rolling 1, 2s, and 3s because of Kayun, because 4s would have been hits before the re-roll. So, hitting on 5s. All right, those 1, 2s, and that's good. Yeah, 1, 2s, and 3s. All right, but that 4 is a miss. And then we got this roll. All right, that one is a cock, yeah.
Next, we're going to go for the
All right, so that is going to be, what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4 marker lights on them. All right, so at the end of that unit shooting, as per the FAQ retelling of the stratagem, I'm going to spend a command point on targeting scramblers, which allows me to remove all the marker lights on him because I don't feel like having 4 marker lights on my dude bro over there. So we're going to see if my opponent gets a CP back because of that. He does not. So I am down to 3. He is down to 11. Oof. And now Darkstrider is going to be hitting on a 3 with his, so that is a hit. So he has 1 marker light on him. So now my opponent's going to spend 1 command point for uplinked marker light, so he is going to see gets an additional D3 on him. So additional 1, so he has 2 marker lights on him. But do you get your CP back? No, he does not. All right, so now his Riptide here is going to fire into my Corvus Blackstar. He's going to shoot his Fusion Blasters and his Ion Cannon there into him over here. He's going to supercharge his gun, so it's going to make it Strength 9, and it's going to do 3 damage instead of D3 damage. So Strength 9, these are going to be, he's usually hitting on 4s, +1 because of velocity trackers, and -1 because of supersonic, so he's going to be hitting on 4s. All right, so he takes 1 mortal wound.
Reroll because marker lights.
Reroll because of marker lights. All right, so he's going to have 2 hits. These are strength 9. These are going to be wounding on 3s. Ooh, can't see that one. That's a 2. So he gets 1 wound there. AP -3. So looking for a 6-up save. Show me that fill first. No fill phase. So that's going to be 3 damage onto him. All right, so now his Fusion Blasters are going to fire over here. So hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s because of marker lights. So that is going to be 1 hit. Strength 8, right? So wounding on a 3. No wound. All right, so now the broadsides are going to fire into my Corvus Blackstar over here. They also have velocity trackers, so these are going to be the railguns first. These are going to be shooting up here, so these are going to be hitting on 4s because it's +1, -1, and they are in the range of Cayune over there, so they're going to be re-rolling every single miss. So hitting on 4s. All right, re-rolling all of those misses. Ooh, good thing you called Cayune. So that's still going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 hits. These are strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting 1 wound there. AP minus, what's the AP on this?
Spend a command point.
Oh, 1 second. All right, he's going to spend a command point to re-roll one of those. No, still a miss, so it's still going to be 1 damage. Does he get it back? No, he does not. What's the AP on that?
4.
AP minus 4, so that's just going to go straight through. What's the damage on those? D6 damage. 4 damage. All right, so now their missiles are going to fire into him over here. So these are, again, going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, re-rolling because of Cayune. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, looking for 5s to wound. All right, so that is 1, 2, 3 wounds. 4 wounds, sorry. 4 wounds. So we've got 4 3-up armor saves. What's up? 4s. 5s, because it's their. So it's going to be 4 wounds. These are going to be AP nothing, right? So AP nothing. So 3-up armor saves. Rerolling because I was cocked. Making them all. Woo! And now he has 2 of these one-use only seeker missiles on them because you've 3. I'm sorry, 1 for each guy. Sorry, 3. These are going to be hitting at full ballistic skill because of the 2 marker lights on him, but they're going to be still -1 because of supersonic, but +1 because of velocity tracker. So these are going to be hitting on 4s. All right, rerolling the 1 because of Cayune. All right, so that is 2 hits. These are strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. AP. Oh, 1 second. All right, it's AP -2, so looking for 5-ups. Getting 1, so 1 goes through, D6 damage, right? All right. Getting 5 damage. Now the commander is going to fire into my Corvus Blackstar. His normal ballistic skill is 2+, so he's going to be hitting on 3s. He's going to be re-rolling 1s because of Cayune. All right, re-roll that 1 because of Cayune. All right, so those are hits there. This is going to be strength 7, so looking for 4s to wound. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. AP -1, so we've got 4. Don't know why I put my dice over here. 4 4-up saves. Failing 1 of them. All right, I'm going to spend a command point to re-roll that. Looking for a 4-up. Oh no, I missed it. I took down that drone. Does he get 1 back? He doesn't. So it's going to be D3 damage. 1 damage. All right, that's 5-man squad of fire warriors is going to fire into him over there. So they are within 6 inches of the Cadre Fireblade. So that means that they're going to have 3 shots each here. These are going to be hitting on 5s because of supersonic, so it's -1 to hit there. That they are going to be re-rolling 1, 2s, and 3s because of Cayune. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, the re-rolls. All right, so, getting 1 more. Oh, no, not getting anything from those. Wow, that was not great. So now we have 4 hits total here. These are now going to be strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. Getting nothing. All right, so now the next one back is going to do the same exact thing, hitting on 5s. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, and re-rolling. All right, getting additional 3 there, so it's going to have 3. Oh no, that's a 4. So additional 2 there. So it's going to be all of these re-rolling here. These are going to be strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. Ooh, getting much better that time. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds there. Don't know why that took me so much time to count there. So we have 6 AP -1, right? Oh, AP nothing. So these are going to be 3-up saves. Failing 3. So he is dead. Does he explode? He does not, so we'll come back to you with that. All right, so that's when they got there. 1 guy twisted an ankle on his way out and died. So that is where they ended up, and that is First Blood. All right, so now the Cadre Fireblade is going to shoot his marker light into my squad of veterans over here. So that is a hit, so marker light. All right, so the third 5-man squad here is now going to fire into my veteran squad over here. So they are going to be hitting on 4s, and they're going to be wounding on, hitting on 4s, and then strength 5, right? So wounding on 3s. All right, re-rolling 1s, 1s, and 2s, and 3s.
Can't take it on the storm. Take it on the other guy.
All righty, there we go. All righty. Missing those, so that is going to be all of the hits there. These are now strength 5, so wounding on 3s. All right, so that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so I'm going to start by taking them on my Terminator over here. So he's got 2 wounds, so we got to do 2 at a time here. Looking for 2-up armor saves. Failing 1 already, so that's going to be 1 wound. We're doing 1 at a time now. That's a save. That is a save. That is a save. That is a save. That is a save. And that is a save. All right, so now his commander is going to pop his Warlord trait, which is through Unity Devastation. He's going to cast it. He's going to put it onto that veteran squad there, which means that him and every unit within 6 inches of him that shoots at that unit gets an additional AP -1 to their rolls. So now, if they wound on a 6, sorry. So now the 7-man squad over here is going to fire. 1 guy is out of double tap range, so it's going to be 19 shots from them because they're within range of Far Strider there. So these are going to be 19 shots hitting on 4s. All right, re-rolling 1s, 2s, and 3s because of Kayun still.
Yeah, it's the strategy.
All right.
No, you don't.
All right, and then that's going to be, these are all going to hit, so these are now going to be wounding on 3s. Hoo boy. All right, so we'll come back to you with that. All right, so he got 7 regular wounds and 3 with AP -1. So we're going to do these 1 at a time now because it has to go onto my Terminator over there. So we'll do the regular ones first. So 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up, 2 up. That's good. 2 up. Oh boy. Okay. So those are all good. Then we've got 3 at AP -1. So 3 up. Ew, he is dead. So now we have 2 that are going to be going on to the Dude Bros with Storm Shield. So 3 ups. That one's cocked back over there. And failed 1 of those. So 1 Storm Shield guy and my Terminator are dead. All right, so now this 5-man squad back here is going to fire in there. 1 guy is within double tap range. The others are not in range. So we're going to have 7 shots coming in here, hitting on 4s. Re-rolling 1, 2s, and 3s. Woo, Kayun! Coming back to save him. So that is going to be 4 hits. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. 6s are AP -1. Okay, so 2 at AP -1, 2 at regular. So I've got 1 guy with a Storm Shield left, so we'll do it AP -1. So looking for 3 up. He's good with a fill first. Good. And then we've got 2 other 3-up saves. Failing both of those. All right, so now the Riptide is going to fire into them as well. So we're going to go with the small system, the smart missile systems first. These are going to be hitting on 4s. All righty, re-rolling. He's within the 6 inches, so re-rolling 1, 2s, and 3s. All right, all but 1 hit. These are strength 5.
Yep.
All right, so looking for 3s to wound. All righty, so that's going to be 4 wounds there. The 2 that are AP -2, right?
Yeah,
or the small, they were AP -1 originally.
Because I got that.
Oh yeah, because he's got the whatchamacallit, the advanced targeting system makes him +1 AP to everything. So they were AP -1 because of that, and then plus an additional AP -1 because of the commander's Warlord trait. So that's going to be AP -2 on those 2 6s, right? So we're going to do these 1 at a time on this guy with the Storm Shield there. So 3 up invul save. He's good for the first one. Second one. Nope, failed that one, so he is dead. And then we have 2 that are at AP -1, so these are going to be 2 4-up saves. Failing both of those. Not great. And now his big gun's going to fire in here. This is Nova charged here, but these are going to be hitting on 4s.
-1 and
Right?
1 minus
Yeah. All right, we'll come back to you with that. Rerolling because of Kayun. Come back to you with that. All right, strength 6, so these are going to be wounding on 3s. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, so 5 6s and 7 non-6s wounding into my sergeant over here. So they're AP -1 base. AP -2 because of his systems, AP -3 on those 6s because of the commander's warlord trait. So we're going to do those 5 into the sergeant with the AP -3, looking for 6s. Can I get 5 6-ups? Show me them fill faces! I got 2, but that's still not enough to save him. He did. All right, the crisis suit here, the one that's left here, is going to fire into my Watchmaster. So he is going to roll, he's at 4 shots. He's going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling because of Kayun. So that is 4 hits. These are now going to be strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting 3 wounds, one of which is AP, additional AP. So what are they? AP?
4 wounds, right?
4, what's that? That's 4, yeah, 4 wounds, and one of his additional AP.
Yep.
That'll
be AP2.
AP -2, so the others are AP -1. All right, so the others are AP -1, so we're going to do the 3 at AP -1. These are going to be looking for 3-up armor saves, because he's got 2-up armor save normally. This one's cocked. All right, I'm going to spend his free reroll to reroll one of those. All right, so that's good. So I failed one of those, and then 1 at AP -2, right, which would make it 4-up, which is also his invul save. No, failed that one. So I failed 2. Are they D3 apiece? 6. Yeah, he did. And that is Slay the Warlord. All right, so my opponent scored secure objective 3 at the end of his turn, but he got rid of the greater good. He's just going to get rid of that one. So that is it for the it. I say it as though that wasn't really brutal. That is it for the Tau turn here on turn 1. We will come back to you after with the cards for the Deathwatch on turn 2. All right, I drew Big Game Hunter. So score 1 victory point if at least 1 enemy unit with a wounds characteristic of 10 or more was destroyed during the turn. If at least one enemy unit with a wounds characteristic of 20 or more was destroyed during this turn, score D3 victory points instead. So I am going to be trying to kill one of those Riptides. So that is going to be it for the cards. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Deathwatch here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch. These guys moved up this way, looking to get a little bit closer over this way. He stood still where he was. These intercessors over here moved up 6 inches there. And out from the teleportarium came all of these dude bros. So I've got my aggressors all along here. I've got the other squad of veterans here. And I've got my watch captain back here. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the Shoesteen phase. All right, so starting us off, this intercessor squad back here is going to fire. The Hellblaster portion is going to fire into his Riptide, and then the intercessors with the bolt rifles are going to fire into his drones over here. So I'm going to be using the Hellfire rounds. So these are going to be wounding on 2s. So we've got 5 shots here, hitting on 3s. All right, re-rolling 1s because of the watch captain there. All right, so that's all hits. These are now going to be wounding on 2s. Okay, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds at AP -1, so we've got 4 4-up invul saves because of them just having the invul, so 4 4-ups. That one's cocked. All right, so that is going to be 2 misses and 5-up feel no pains, making 1. All right, so now the Hellblasters are going to fire into his Riptide. I am going to supercharge, so it's going to be 5 shots, hitting on 3s. All right, that one was cocked. All right, so that is going to be 5 hits here. These are going to be strength 8, so looking for 3s to wound. All right, so that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. So 1 at a time to try to look out Sir 8 over there. So on a 2+. That does go off, so that's a mortal wound, a 5-up, feel no pain onto him. Does make it, so the second one. No, that goes through. So that's going to be, he has a 5-up invul save. 3-up invul save because of the Nova Charge. He's good on that one. So the next one does go off, 5-up, feel no pain. Good. 2-up. Okay, 5-up, feel no pain. No, so finally that drone did. All right, so now my aggressors are going to fire. 2 guys each are going to fire into his 1, 2, 3 squads of fire warriors there. So we're going to start with the front one over here. So it's going to be 12 shots from the 2 guys plus 2d6. So plus an additional 6. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so we got 18 shots into that front squad there. Looking for 3s to hit. All right, re-rolling 1s because of the watch captain. Alrighty, pretty good. And then these are going to be strength 4, toughness 3. So looking for, I lost 1 die there, so I'll pick that one up. These are going to be looking for 3s to wound.
All right, now.
All right, that's a lot of 1s and 2s.
Whenever it's fired, everyone will set.
So we got that one's cocked. All right, so we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds. AP minus nothing, so it's what, a 4-up regular save?
This is the front squad.
Yes, the front squad. So it's 4-up regular squad. Because they're in cover there, it's going to be 3-up saves.
So 6 on that squad.
Failing 2 of them.
6 up, feel no pain.
6 up, feel no pain.
No.
Nothing there, so 2 dead. All right, so the next ones are going to fire into the next squad back over here. So it's going to be 12 plus an additional 5. All right, so these are now going to be the 17 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, re-rolling 1s because of the watch captain. All right, pretty good. Not as good as the previous guys. These are now going to be strength 4, looking for 3s to wound. Ooh, real good there. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yes, much better. So that's going to be 11 wounds. We'll come back to that. All right, so 4-ups. All right. And then these are going to be looking for 6-up, feel no pains. No, that squad is dead. And the third squad into the third group of fire warriors there. So it's going to be an additional 6. So 18 shots hitting on 3s. All right, re-rolling 1s because of the watch captain. All right.
The attacks doesn't go down.
All right, these are now going to be wounding on 3s. Okay. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 wounds this time. So we have 9 4-up saves onto them over there. All right, and then these are going to be 6-up, feel no pains. Nope, they are dead as well. And now my Venerable Dreadnought's going to fire his twin las cannon into his Riptide over here. So it's 2 shots, hitting on 2s because he didn't move. So that's 2 hits, wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds with Phil Faces. These are going to be 3-up invul saves. Cock there. So making them both. All right, so now this squad here is going to fire into his into this guy with the frag cannons and the bolters, and then I'm going to fire the heavy bolters from the Infernus heavy bolters into his crisis suit up here. So we're going to go with the frag cannons first. There's 2 of them there, 2 shots each in the shell version here. So these are going to be hitting on 3s because they're assault. So all right, re-rolling 1s because of the watch captain. Okay, not meant to be, so that's 3 hits. Strength 9 because they're within half range, so these are going to be wounding on 3s. Getting 2 wounds with Phil Faces. 2 3-up invul saves. Making them both. And now my bolter guys are going to fire into him, so it's 8 shots here, hitting on 3s. All right, re-rolling 1s because of the watch captain. All right, these are now going to be wounding on 2s because of hellfire rounds. Okay, not meant to be, so that's 3 wounds. AP nothing, so just 3-up invul save. Right, or is your... No AP.
2-up armor.
He's got 2-up armor? Oh, snap. 2-up armor. They're good. And then the heavy bolters into the crisis suit over here. Hitting on 4s because of moving. Re-rolling the 1s. So that's going to be 2 hits. That is 1 wound at AP minus 1. So that is not a save. So it's but he gets a 6-up, feel no pain, right? Because of the ethereal. No, so he takes a wound. So now my watch captain is going to shoot into his guy there. So it's going to be 2 shots hitting on 2s with his mastercrafted bolter. Re-rolling 1s because of himself. Okay. Wounding on 2s with hellfire rounds. So that is wound, AP minus 1 on the Riptide. So 3-up, he's good. All right, now this squad over here, 2 of the plasma incinerators are in range of his Riptide, and 3 of them are not. So the 2 that are in range are going to fire into him. The other 3 are going to fire into the front row of fire warriors. Then the intercessors are going to use the Kraken rounds, which is increasing their range by 6 inches, and they're going to fire into the Riptide. So we're going to go with the 2 Hellblasters that are in range, not going to supercharge, so hitting on 3s. That's 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Getting 2 wounds, AP minus 4. So just his 5-up invul save. So 2 5-up invul saves.
Riptide.
In the Riptide?
I'm going to try to look out, sir.
Oh, he's going to look out Sir first to try to see because there's a unit there. That does. 5-up. Yep, he's good for that one. And the next one. No, he has to take that, so it's 5-up invul save. No, goes through, so he just takes the 1 wound. Oh, he's got to feel no pain, though, right? Isn't he within? Oh, no, he's not within 6 inches of the ethereal. And then 3 shots into the front, guys. That is 3 hits. That is 3 wounds, AP -4, so it's just going to be 3 6-up feel no pains. No, 3 guys dead. And then the Kraken rounds into the Riptide. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 5s. That's going to be 2 wounds at AP -2. So it's going to be 2 4-up saves. Oh, look out, sir. Does 5 up. Nope, so that's 1 drone dead. Looked out, sir. But drone survives. All right, so that is it for the Deathwatch turn here. I'm not going to charge. I don't feel like trying to eat all that Overwatch and then jump into a guy who's got an invul save of 3+. It just doesn't seem like it's worth it. So we do have some tests to take, some morale tests. So the front squad up here has to take a test. On a 4 + 2 is 6. They're good to go. And then we've got the squad of the drones back here. 4 + 1 is 5. They're good to go as well. So I scored no cards, but I'm going to get rid of secure objective 3. I just don't think it's going to happen. And that is it. So we'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Tau here on turn 2. All right, so my opponent drew behind enemy lines and domination. So difficult ones to get. So we'll see how this goes. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Tau here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Tau here on turn 2. These drones over here moved up here. This drone moved up over here. These guys shuffled around over this way. That squad of Fire Warriors stood still. These 2 squads of Fire Warriors moved up over this way. These guys stood still. These broadsides stood still. This Riptide stood still. These drones moved in behind him. The commander moved back over here. The crisis suit moved back. The other characters back there stood still. This Riptide moved over this way. He Nova charged both of his Riptides and spent a CP to give him branched Nova charge. So he's going to have again the 3-up invul save plus the supercharged, the super duper gun, and he just souped up his gun. Then he also spent 2 CP for automated repair systems onto this guy over here, rolled and healed him up 1 wound there. So that is going to be it for, and he didn't get back any of the CP from any of that. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so now these Pathfinders are going to start us off by shooting their 10 marker lights into my veterans over here. So we're going to have 10 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s. Alrighty. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 marker lights. All right, I'm going to spend a command point to get rid of them. So does he get a command point? My opponent does not. And now Darkstrider is going to shoot his marker light into there. He gets it with a 3. Are you going to spend the CP to increase that one? No, he's not. So it's just 1 marker light. All right, so now Darkstrider is going to shoot his into my aggressors over here. That is a hit. And are you going to spend the CP to increase it? No, so just take 1 on him. The marker light over here was actually from the Cadre Fireblade. Sorry, my bad. All right, so now he actually is going to shoot with the 3-man squad here into my veterans. So they are in rapid fire range, so it's going to be 9 shots because they're within range of Darkstrider there. So these are going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s because of the marker light. All right, pretty good there. These are now strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. 2 of which are they within range of for the through Unity devastation? So he is. So the 2 of those are going to be at AP -1, and 3 of them are going to be at AP nothing. So we'll do the 3 AP nothings first. So these are going to be 3-up saves. Failing 1 of those, and then we're going to do the 2 AP -1s. I'm going to take it on the guy with the storm shield. No, I'm not. I'm just going to take it on a regular guy. So that's going to be 2 more at 4-up saves. Making 1 of those. All right, so now this 4-man squad here is going to fire into them. Again, within range of the Cadre Fireblade. That's what I've been missing up here. 6 inches of them so we get the extra shots. So these are going to be 12 shots here coming in. These are going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. Oh, no 1s there. Okay. All right. Oh, there was 1-1. Sorry, 1-1, and then hitting on 4s. So now these are going to be wounding on 3s. All righty. 1-6. So that is going to be 1 at AP, additional AP -1, and then 5 at AP -3. So we're going to do the 5 AP nothing. Sorry. These are going to be 3-up saves. Failing 4 of them. Oh boy! And then we've got the one that's going to be looking for a 3-up on the storm shield, and he's good on that one. All right, so now the 5-man squad here is going to fire into them. 3 of them are in rapid fire range, so it's going to be 11 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s because of the marker lights.
I think you're gonna get a license plate that says law.
All right, so these are now going to be wounding on 3s.
Yes, definitely yes.
1, 2, 3. No 6s, so 3-up saves. Failing 2 of them. Rough. All right, so now this Fire Warrior squad is going to fire into my lone vet over there. So it's going to be 10 shots because they're not within range of the Cadre Fireblade. Hitting on 4s. Rerolling 1s because of the marker light. Alrighty, so that's going to be 3 hits. Wounding on 3s, so that is 3 wounds. 1 is at AP -1, so we'll do the 1 at AP -1. Good on that one, and then 2 3-ups. Yep. Seems appropriate. All right, so now his Riptide here is going to fire into my aggressors. We're going to shoot everything there, so we're going to start with the big gun first. He is going to supercharge it, so these are going to be hitting on 4s. Ooh, +1, here we go. All right. Ooh, those 2. He takes 2 rerolling 1s because of the. Of course. I was like, oh, he takes wounds. No, forgot that they've got a marker light on them as well. So that's going to be 5 hits. These are strength 9, so wounding on 3s because they're T5. So that is 3 wounds at AP -4, right? AP -3. So it's going to be 3 6-up saves. Showing them Phil faces. Getting 1, so 2 go through. So what's the damage on those? 3 apiece. So that's 2 dead guys. And now the fusion blasters are going to fire into them over there. Rerolling 1s because of the marker light. All right, so that's 1 hit. That is a wound, AP -4, so that's just going to go straight through. D6 damage. 2 damage, so that's a dead guy. All right, so now his other Riptide is going to fire into my aggressors with everything. So we will be shooting with the main gun. So he's souped it up, and he's got the from the Nova charge here. So these are going to be 12 shots that are going to come in here. 18 shots. Oh, 18 shots. I'm sorry, because of Nova charging them up into real cool. So here we go. 18 shots hitting on 4s, re-rolling those 1s because of the marker lights. All right, and that 3. All right, re-rolling. All right, getting an additional 1, which is not bad. These are now strength 6, right? So wounding on 3s. Okay, real good there. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. These are AP minus what?
These will be -3.
Those 3 are going to be -3, and those 4 are going to be -2 because of his systems and the weapon, and also the through devastation. Wasn't that on the veterans, right? That's not on these guys?
Oh, you're correct.
Yeah, so it's just going to be AP -2 because of the systems. So we're going to have 7 AP -2s. So we have 7 5-up saves. Wow. That wouldn't have even made regular armor saves on those ones. Yeah, they're 2 damage apiece, so they are dead. All right, so now the crisis suit over here is going to fire into my watch captain. So he's going to have these are going to be hitting on 4s. No marker lights on that guy. Strength, what is it? 7. So that's 2 wounds at AP -1. So looking for 3 or 4-ups. See if it makes a difference. It might make a difference. 1 second. Yeah, those 2 both go through. D3 damage apiece. So that's going to be 2 3 damage. So he's still alive. And now his commander is going to fire into my watch captain over here. These are going to be hitting on 2s. All right. And these are now going to be wounding strength 5.
Strength 7.
Oh, strength 7. So 3s again. Alrighty. So we've got 3 wounds. AP -1. So these are going to be, it's the same missiles. So AP -1. So these are going to be looking for 4-ups. Failing 1 of them. D3 damage. 2. He is dead. And now his broadsides are going to fire into my intercessor squad over here. So these are going to be the railguns first.
railguns are going to shoot at.
Oh, sorry. So the railguns are firing into this squad.
No,
This,
the
into my dreadnought back there, and then the smart missiles are going to fire into my intercessors. So which ones are you doing first?
The railguns.
The railguns first. All right, hitting on 4s. Strength 9, 8. So looking for 1 second. All right, 3s to wound. Getting all wounds there. These are, whoop, I forgot my thing. AP -4. All right, so 1 second. All right, so he is on terrain and 50% obscured, so he's going to get +1 for the cover save here. So these are going to be 3 6-up saves, making none of those. So those are all going to go through. He also got 2 mortal wounds already. So then, what are they? What's the damage on these guys?
D6.
D6 damage apiece. So that's going to be 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 wounds. And because he's a venerable, he can ignore wounds. 14 wounds exactly that he needs to try to ignore here. Looking for fill faces. Getting 1, 2, 3. He does not have 11 wounds, so he is dead. Does he explode? Doesn't matter because he's really far away. All right, now the smart missile systems are going to fire into my intercessors over here. So we got 24 shots. These are going to be hitting on 4s. We'll come back to you with that. All right, so now these are going to be strength 5, right? So looking for 3s to wound. All right, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wounds there. 6 wounds, AP -1. Oh, no AP. So looking for 3-up saves. Failing 1 of them. So is it 1 damage apiece? So he takes 1 wound. All right, and that is it for the Tau turn here on turn 3. We have no leadership test to take because he just straight up killed everybody that was there. Tau are not going to be charging me because he killed everyone that he could have charged anyway at any point in time. So going over his cards, he did not get domination, did not get the lure, and did not get behind enemy lines. Which one do you want to get rid of? Behind enemy lines. So we will come back to you with the card drawn for the Dark Angels here on the Deathwatch here on turn 3. All right, so I drew priority orders received and then domination, but my warlord is dead, so that is impossible to get. So we will not be getting that one. So we'll come back to you after movement phase. All right, movement phase for the Deathwatch here. My intercessor squad moved up towards these guys over here. This intercessor squad's also moving up towards these guys here, and that's it. That's all I got left. So we'll come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so my intercessors now are going to fire. The Hellblaster portion is going to fire into the Riptide. They're going to supercharge into him, and then I'm going to fire 1 intercessor into the front guy there, into the front drone here, and the others into the back drone. So they're going to be using the Hellfire rounds, wounding on 2. So we're going to go into the front one first, hitting on a 3. That's a hit. That is a wound. 4-up invul save. No, 5-up feel no pain.
Yes.
Yeah, he's good. And now the 4 into the back squad there. That is all hits. That is 3 wounds. 3 4-ups. Failing them all. 5-ups. Making 2. All right, so now the Hellblaster portion is going to fire in there. They're in rapid fire range, so we're going to go one at a time here. Supercharge, hitting on a 3. That's 2 hits. That is 2 hits. That is 1 hit. That is 1 hit. That is 1 hit. No blowups, which is good. So these are now going to be strength 8, so wounding on 3s. Alrighty then. So we've got 4. Do it, I guess, one at a time on the first squad there. So this is going to be 2+. Good. 5-up. Yep, he's good. 1 again.
2 up.
2 up. Goes through.
5-up.
5-up. Good. Oh, that drone.
2 up.
2 up. 5-up.
5-up.
No, so finally that drone is dead. So now the 1 more onto the other drones.
2 up.
Hey, no. So 5-up. No, 3-up for him. Invul, he is good. And now this squad is going to fire everything into his Riptide. I'm going to use the regular guys are going to fire their Hellfire rounds. So these are going to be them hitting on 3s. Wow. Wounded on 2s. Yep. And now the Hellblaster supercharging, hitting on 3s. All right, so 2 will be dead, but that's 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds. You're going to look out, sir. So 1 at a time. That's good. 5 up. Nope, so that's 1 dead. going across, and he's dead. So 2 drones dead. And that is it for the Deathwatch turn here. We've got 1 leadership test to take over here for his drones.
One here too.
Oh, 1 over here too. So we'll do this one over here first. 2, they're good to go. And this one over here. 2 plus 2 is 4. They're good to go as well. So that is it for the Deathwatch turn here. I did not score anything. I'm going to get rid of priority orders received because I ain't got no warlord anymore. So that is going to be it for the Deathwatch turn here. We'll come back to you with the cards drawn for the Tau on turn 4. All right, so my opponent drew no prisoners, so he's going to be trying to kill me, which, I mean, he's been very successful so far. Let's see if it continues. So then we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Tau here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Tau here on turn 3. His Riptide stood where he was. His commander, Ethereal, the Darkstrider, and the Cadre Fireblade all moved up. His Fire Warriors kind of stood, or no, the one squad moved, advanced up this way. Oh,
They all moved. Right?
They all moved, sorry, not advanced. They all moved up this way. His drones came in and hugged onto the back of his Riptide there. Broadside stood still. His suit here fell back a bit. This, he stood still over here. He moved up, his drone moved up to hug him on the back there. The Pathfinders stood still over here, and he spent Nova Charge both of them, giving him, he upped the weapon, right? Supercharged his weapon, and over here he spent a command point on Branch Nova Charge and gave him the 3-up invul save and supercharged weapon. So that's it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting phase. All right, so now the Pathfinders here are going to start us off by shooting marker lights into my intercessors over here. So we've got 10 hitting on 4s. That is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I'm spending the command point to make it go away. I've been using those targeting ones a lot, so let's see if he gets it back. If he gets one, oh, he does. All right, so now Darkstrider is going to fire into them with his marker light. He's -1 because it being heavy. That is a hit, though. And now the Cadre Fireblade is going to fire into these guys over here. That is a hit. All right, so now he is going to structurally analyze these guys over here with this squad over here, and he's going to choose this squad of intercessors as his through Unity Devastation squad. So we're going to start with these 5 guys that have the analyzer, so that's going to be +1 to hit. Is that what it is? +1 to wound. So here we go. So we got, they're in rapid fire range, so it's going to be 15 shots here, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s. All right, no 1s, okay. But these are now strength 5, which would be wounding on 3s, but now wounding on 2s because of structural analyzation. So 1, not a wound there. So that's going to be 3, 6, 7, 8 wounds. So we have 8 AP minus nothing, because none of those were 6s. So here we go. Looking for 3-ups, failing 1 of them. All right, so now the 3-man squad over here is going to do the same thing, shooting into them over here, hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s, but no 1s there. All right, these are now wounding on 3s, getting 2 wounds, 2 3-ups. They're good. Woo! All right, so now these, we're going to fire both squads of these guys into them over here, so it's going to be 23 total shots that are going to come in, hitting on 4s. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, we're going to re-roll that 1 because, the 2 1s there because of the marker light. All right. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. 6s will be AP -1. All right, we'll come back to that. All right, so we got 4 AP -1, 8 regular. So we're going to do the 4 AP -1, looking for 4-ups. Failing 2 of them. So then we've got 8 regular save, 3-ups. Failing 2 of those as well. Now the Crisis Suit's going to fire into them over here. So we've got 4 shots, hitting on 4s, wounding on 3s. That is 3 wounds. AP -1, is it? Yep, AP -1. Making them all. Now the Commander is going to fire into them. Re-rolling 1s because of the, whatchamacallit, because of the marker light. And these are now going to be wounding on 3s. Alrighty, so that's going to be 5, 6 wounds, and 1 of them is at AP -1. So AP -2 for the 1. That is good to go. And then we've got 5 that are at AP -1. So that's going to be 3 missed. All right, so they're D3 each. So the first one kills a guy. Then we have the second one is going to be D3. That's cocked. 2, so that's another dead guy. And 1 wounded guy. All right, so now the broadsides are going to fire everything into these guys over here. So we're going to start with the rail rifles. These are going to be hitting on 3s, rerolling 1s because we're hitting on 4s, sorry, rerolling 1s. So that's 4 hits. These are now going to be strength 9, so wounding on 2s.
Strength 8.
Oh, strength 8, still wounding on 2s. So that's going to be 4 wounds. 1 is at AP minus 4, right? Oh, AP minus 5. Oh, they're all AP 5. Okay, everything's ignoring. Well,
These are 4. This is 5.
those are 4. That's 5. So it might make a difference. So we'll do the 5 one first. That's going to go straight through. And he's got 1 wound left, so it doesn't make a difference. He's going to kill him. Then I've got 3 that I've got AP minus 4, plus 1 because of cover. So we're looking for 6 up saves. Fill faces! 0 fill faces. So these are D60. So we'll do 1 at a time because it makes a difference. So that's a dead guy. That is a dead guy. And that is a dead guy. And now the missile systems are firing into him over here, hitting on 4s. Re-rolling those 1s. Alright. Yeah, getting rid of those ones. That one, yeah. And then there's 1 3 up there. There we go. And now these 1s are getting to re-roll because of the marker lights. Alright, getting rid of 1. These are now strength 5 again. So these are wounding on 3s. Alrighty. We'll come back to that. 3 6s and 3 regulars. So we'll do the 3 6s first. These are AP minus 5. So, oh no, AP minus 5. They just go straight through. Oh no. Oh no. Sorry, these are AP minus 2 because, right?
They're normally, these are AP nothing.
Oh, they're normally AP nothing. So AP minus 1 on those 6s. So it's 3, AP minus 1, plus 1 because of cover, looking for 3 ups. And I failed 1. And that's wounded, right? It's only 1 damage each? Oh, so you're saying there's a chance. These ones are AP nothing, looking for 2 ups. Yeah, and I make him. He's still alive with 1 wound left. All right, so now this Riptide over here, with the dramatic fade in there, is going to shoot into these guys over here. So this is going to be, he's going to overcharge. So here comes his main gun. These are going to be hitting on 4s, re-rolling 1s because of the marker light. There we go. That's worked out very well for you. These are now going to be wounding on 2s. So that's going to be 3 wounds.
Gonna
spend a command point to re-roll 1.
Pure Tide chip.
Oh, the what?
Pure Tide chip.
Oh, Pure Tide chip re-roll. Nope. So it's going to be 3 wounds, AP minus 3. So it's going to be 3 6-up saves. Making 2 of them. I'll take that. All right. So now this Riptide is going to fire into them over there with his main gun. Here we go. These are going to be
smart missile.
Oh, this is a smart missile. Sorry. These are going to be hitting on 4s. All right. Strength 5, so wounding on 3s.
Strength 6.
Oh, strength 6, still wounding on 3s. My bad. So that is going to be 3 6 wounds there. AP minus 2, so looking for 5 ups. Failing 4 of them. Damage on those is 2 damage apiece on the smart missile. Ugh, gross.
Oh no, one.
Oh, 1 damage each. Okay. Whew, okay. Still 2 dead guys. Not great, but still better than 2 damage apiece. And now here comes his big main gun firing in over here. These are going to be hitting on 4s. All right, re-rolling those 1s. Missing on the 2s and 3s. Re-rolling those 1s, though, because of the marker light. All right, no hits there. And then these are strength 6, right? So these are wounding on 3s. All wounds. Oh, gross. So that's going to be 3, 6, 9, 12. 12 saves here. I've got 6.
This is AP minus 2.
9. These are AP minus 2. So these are 9. AP minus 2 looking for 5 ups. Failing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and they're 2 damage apiece, right? Yeah, they are all dead. And that is it for the Tau turn here. In the morale phase, he's running because he lost 9 guys from his squad, and that is a Tau victory, a tabling of the Deathwatch. So basically, they stood down and said, no, this is our planet. You can GTFO. So they're probably going to go back, and now they're just going to come with like the full force of like an entire like War Master-led force of the of Astra Militarum, and we'll see what they can do if they've got enough firepower to blast through 1 billion bodies of guardsmen. We'll find out. So this was brutal. This game got real brutal real quick, but it was a ton of fun. And also, I don't want to hear anyone say that Tau are not good in this edition. They were brutal. They've got a lot of stuff going for them, and if they just do what they do best, which is basically just shoot the crap out of things, that's how you win. You know, that's how they do well. And, you know, try to avoid getting into close combat, as the, you know, the memes and the jokes talk about. Just stay out of close combat and just shoot them in the face. And that's how you're going to beat people with Tau. I think they're really good at doing that. I've always felt that they were good at doing that, especially in this edition still. So just keep on keeping on, Tau. Keep on keeping on. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil the Glacial Geek as always. My opponent's been Dan. And until next time, have fun.